Oh boy. Boy. It is Thursday. It is back to being at a regularly scheduled time in the
Mhm.
world. Cause when I tell you I have seen this man every day, it seems. This is how you know, like, oh, so how close are you and D in terms of like content creation? The answer to your question is we like this now. We locked in for real,
Yeah,
for
we
real.
didn't talk like every motherfucking day, shorty.
Yeah. There are we said that there's a perfect calendar in February, that there are 28 days and they all line up correctly with all the seven. I've talked to this man, see,
Too much.
six, six, half of the days of the month. It is day 12. I've talked to this man for six. Anyway, welcome everyone and all to the 2DopeMarks Arena for a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks, your home for Gold Grill Wrestling. Follow us on everything at 2DopeMarks on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. That social security code, it's Mama House, all of that, 2DopeMarks.
All that shit. EBT,
All
all
that.
that.
Indeed. Salute. We just hit a milestone in the now near 13 months we've been doing this. Hit a
And you
milestone
old.
over 500 over 500 listeners on Spotify, which is a pretty damn big deal. You know what I'm saying? Even though we
Mhm.
can even admit to ourselves that we don't necessarily push as hard as we should in terms of promotion, but that's where you gotta not. We got 10 more months. 10 more months to push
Oh,
through.
just wait.
Um,
Just wait.
just wait. Oh, just wait. Again, we're on YouTube. We do this typically every Thursday, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in to our Black History Month Black
Yes.
Creator Series.
Yes.
We've got 4 interviews in the can. Uh Tuesday night was with Cameron Hawkins, aka Seahawk. Wednesday was with the Jermaine. And folks pulled up, commented, shout out to me, shout out to Lovely. We shared some fun stories over bald men from Victoria, Texas. At that,
Please don't get her started, bro.
I'm not. Cop the merch at tudomarks.com, and we got a jam-packed show. We try to get you out of here in an hour some change. You know what I'm saying? Because we are live on Thursdays, on demand on Fridays, which means you can take us to work, take us during your workout. And like I said last
I
night, we
don't
were
want to
talking
go
with
to work with
Jermaine.
I don't want to go to work with them.
I mean, we might be the ones that like ease their work day. We might have to, make it fast forward. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm gonna listen to myself to ease my workday.
That exactly. Just think of it that way. Think of it that way,
Okay.
brother. Think of it that way. Jam packed show. We're gonna try to get everybody out here in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's wrestling. It's Thursday night. Football season is officially over. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks for doing exactly what we thought they was gonna do on Sunday versus the Patriots. Shout out to Bad Bunny for having a spectacular halftime show. I don't care what the numbers say. I don't care what the numbers say. That man put on the show. It was excellent.
Sure did.
And that other side who were trying to win a culture war, but they're really losing because it's bad when you actually have all the power and all your shit is lame and nobody wants to go to it. Especially when it comes out that the thing you were like hyping for months, y'all taped it 2 weeks in advance, and people have to pay 250 a ticket just to show up, and that thing barely looks half
Hold up,
full.
hold up. They filmed it 2 weeks in advance.
Yep.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I don't even want to talk about them people no more.
Exactly.
Let's talk about some wrestling.
Exactly. Yeah, let's get into the wrestling. Again, Jam Pack Show. We got some title changes in AEW. We got some sluggish WrestleMania ticket sales going on. We got the homies, people we love and respect in the game getting tryouts with the WWE. And we got hater/hero of the week. But first, D, not a whole lot of shit happened in wrestling this week per se, because you know what I'm saying, we didn't have a pay-per-view or a PLE. We actually had a weekend that was free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had Raw on Monday, you had NXT on Tuesday, you had Dynamite last. So here is my question. And actually, to save you a point, that is now, must say, that is off. Now we got that fixed.
So I had to ask.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you were about to ask me. Yeah, we got that. So last Friday, Cody Rhodes had to react to the conversation between CM Punk and Roman Reigns, because that's what Cody Rhodes does. Cody Rhodes. That's what he does.
Cody Reigns is crazy.
He's absolutely nuts. Sounds like a creator wrestler character. You know what I'm saying? With
Cody
the guy
Reigns.
tattoo and the Samoan foot. Yeah.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes compared it to a for the lack of a better term, a dick measuring contest. And said that they must say it's a good thing he wasn't in it, because they call him Raheem. And folks, for those watching on social medias, whatever you may have your social medias, I put this back up. Okay. I put this back up because that's what he thought he was doing when he referred to himself as Raheem. So, in-ring Raheem, was it so first question I have to you, D, is this. Was it appropriate, inappropriate, or is the former WWE Undisputed Champion wild and like motherfucker?
For once, I got nothing. That shit surprised the hell out of me. I mean,
so like I'm watching the show, and then I literally, turn my head and like, I know I ain't hear what I thought I just heard. And because YouTube is YouTube, I was like, all right, let me go back, rewind it a little bit, did all that. Nah, he dead ass said that shit. He dead ass referred to himself as Raheem, and it's bad enough that Obafemi, during his recent interview with the No Contest podcast with O'Shea Jackson Jr., he was asked about Brock Lesnar beating up all the black wrestlers, and Oba was like, "There's one black wrestler he hasn't been able to topple, Raheem."
That's fair. I feel like with that they let them do what they want to do now for this WrestleMania season, especially with the promo battle with Punk and Roman, pretty much, especially them doing what they did and then shitting on Drew at the same time, and then shitting on that damn Universal title at the same time. It was only proper for Mr. Raheem to flex on these niggas a little bit. And that
look, Drew McIntyre kind of had a point, because literally the moment Roman Reigns enters the conversation and the moment he decides to challenge for a belt or a championship, the opposite belt he's not challenging for becomes insignificant and irrelevant to him. And he's going to talk like that because May 2024, was that 23? No, May 2023. Sorry. I think it was 23. Was it 23 or 24?
Yup.
Yes, we are. Let me see. When the heck did they make that new World Heavyweight title? May 20.
That was 2024 for sure. And I feel like, I know it was the summertime though.
No, it was May 2023. Figured it out.
Okay.
Because it went over. They were in Saudi to figure that part out. They were in Saudi to figure it out.
Okay. So I'm thinking. I keep forgetting that Seth had it for a good amount of time before Philly, and Philly was 2024.
Correct. Okay. So since 2023, Roman Reigns has disparaged that belt that he's currently going to be fighting for at WrestleMania as the belt they made because he was too dominant. And now when you look at it, the moment you got the biggest star in the game going after that title, as opposed to the WWE title, because he's had that belt for 1,316 days. We knew that title was going to need some elevation, and the fact it's gone from Gunther, CM Punk, vacant, CM Punk, and also Seth Rollins, who now being challenged for by Roman Reigns.
The fact that bitch on Netflix, that's what made the motherfucker right there.
And that that's also there. Yeah, it makes Raw the number one show. Clearly, it makes it the number one show. We are right back where we were when Raw and SmackDown were first like competing shows, if you will. And like it or not, it just validates what Roman Reigns said and told Pat McAfee. Like, y'all had 2 years to make this like really run without me, and now I sound like John Cena when he's talking to me. He's like, "Oh, I got to come back to work because y'all can't do y'all job."
Fair, and he's not wrong.
He's not. And the fact that Radio Raheem, I'm sorry, no, not Radio Raheem. Shout out to
if this man show up on SmackDown with a love, hate, then it's gonna be a problem.
No, it's gonna be a 4-finger ring that says adrenaline, and the other one's gonna say soul. He's gonna bring him close to his chest.
All right, man. I'm
hey, man.
Sip my drink. I'm gonna mess with you.
And he's gonna come out and say, "Whoa," when he pulls them apart. So, actually, see, Lovely brings me to a very good point about Cody Raheem and how we got to the. They'll figure it out.
No. They supposed to have whoa. There you go.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you, Lovely, for correcting me on that one. But she made a great point. She said the creative team sucks. I'm not gonna say
Cody
they fully suck. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I will say this though. Since the black man is now over SmackDown and Raw, which I did not realize after watching Unreal. I was like, oh wait, you mean the senior vice president of creative writing is a black dude? Interesting. And ever since, hey, they've been cooking. But the fact that you had 2 years and you got nothing really to show for it outside of blips here and there.
So here's the thing: when you don't have credible opponents okay, let's take it back. Roman Reigns did 1,000 and something days, right? You let Cody come and beat him. Here's the thing: you had people, you had credible opponents for Roman, but here's the problem: Cody takes the title off of Roman. With Cody being the quarterback and the biggest face in the company, you have to build up heels, and they ran out at this point. They just totally ran out. Roman was gone. Solo, Drew probably was the most credible. KO was gone. You know what I mean? Well, KO eventually got hurt. Like, so who else was left? Like, literally, who? Yeah, like, what are we doing? Yeah. So so I mean, after a while, you could not build credible heels for Cody to go against, and it might have been a thing where or it might be happening now, where he loses the title, you put it on Drew, and you put it on somebody else after. I don't know, but at this time, you looked at SmackDown. I mean, I'm sorry, Raw. You had Seth running. You had Seth.
Yes.
You had Seth. You had what's his face? Even Lil Bron, Gunther. You had Lil Bron Breakker. You know what I'm saying? You got credible players in the game. So, and And that comes with you taking all your big guns and putting them on SmackDown. I mean, I'm on Raw, on Netflix. But you're not paying attention to who you're building up to go to SmackDown to put on a hell of a PLE or a title match to go against your quarterback. So
Right.
that's pretty much what happened. So I'm waiting to see what it looks like, you know what I'm saying, especially coming to Mania.
So about Mania, we've already heard word that ticket sales have been sluggish. Because hey, when they announced it was going to be in New Orleans, everybody was hyped.
Niggas had hotels like booked,
right? Like I think what TKO and Endeavor is missing in the fact by running this back in Vegas again is that WrestleMania for a lot of people, that is vacation, that is family reunion, that
it's the
is you
fellas
going to a
trip.
place. You going to a spot, you must say you seeing all like the newness. You know what I'm saying? If you just a first time visitor or you've been there for a minute, you are taking in the scenes, the moments, the electricity. That two things I know for shit show are not gonna happen. The sights and scenes of Las Vegas, it's cool one time. You running it back, you know what I'm saying,
It's
a
not the
whole year
same.
later, nothing's changed. Still the same
So
casinos. Gambling is all over the place. You can do that via your phone now. It's still hella expensive. And considering that we, due to, and this ain't even me being political about this, but due to certain individuals beefing with the people who would be coming to, the States to kick it and enjoy things, hey, you losing out. Like the whole shit is bad. And I say that knowing because when Mania went through this streak between, all right, let's just start from Mania 21, right? Mania 21 LA.
okay.
You had LA,
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, Detroit, Orlando,
Lando.
Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
5 cities. If you there for about a week, some change, you can have a great goddamn time.
Absolutely.
Phoenix, Atlanta, Miami, New York, New Orleans, same thing.
Right.
Santa Clara, I look, we just saw that with
Niggas ain't doing shit in Santa Clara. Relax.
Hey, dog.
That's 2 hours away from the Bay, man.
Hey, just enjoy your time in Oakland. Enjoy your time in Oakland. But then here we go. I'm gonna keep going. Dallas, New Orleans, New York. 2020 don't really count. Tampa
don't count either.
I mean, it might be some bootleg strip clubs, whatever you might want to go to in Tampa.
Niggas was frying pork chops and frying pork chops famous.
Not flying pork
and Hennessy while watching me.
Not flying pork chops. All right. Dallas. What was 38? No, 38 was Dallas,
right? No, 38. Well, yeah, 38 was Dallas. 39 was LA. 40 was Philly.
Again, all cities you can hit up. Still get great recommendations. You can leave that bitch and be like, and talk to your homies or talk to your homegirls. Be like, hey, remember when we was at that one spot that had that great little lamb chop?
The little
you met with old buddy, and he might say you rolled up on him right quick fast. Again, there are memories there. There are things there. You trying to tell me, yo, let's do 6 days in Vegas?
You shitting me,
dog? We did Thursday to Monday.
Thursday to Monday. You know, I was tapped out by Sunday night.
Exactly, we was done. And you're asking people to do that again. And you know, for damn sure, it's not going to happen next year when they go to Saudi.
So my thing is this: for some, we both been to Mania, and we have a couple friends that go to Mania every year. You know, we usually go and see the same people. We hang around in the same circles, whatever. So like now, it's a thing where for us, me and you know, as soon as we get off the plane, let's say Cuz, let's say Brack Wrestling, let's say Lovey, let's say Mika, let's say, see whoever, our people. We hop off the plane, you know what I'm saying? We headed to we ready for Wale Mania. That ain't a thing no more. Then, you know, we might hit the superstore, or let's even go further back. We might hit accesses to see what's jumping, you know what I'm saying? See what's going on, see what the superstore look like, meet some people, whatever. And then, you know, we catch the shows, whether it be GCW, whether it be For the Culture, Ashe, you know, all these different things. And then I'm even taking back even further when Mania was one fucking night. One fucking night. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is really
one night,
like getting their Wednesday bruh. Well, we got there. And you had NXT TakeOver the night before, and you was boogieing right there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know nothing stays the same, but as we go, we've never seen a WrestleMania in the same city twice. And for people that I know, and I can speak for myself, I went there last year, and I got a couple dollars, but I wasn't trying to spend a couple dollars. You know what I mean? It just wasn't worth the price. I'm not paying for a mortgage to go watch, you know what I'm saying, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman screw over Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I'm not doing that. But then touching on to another point now, you got people that go into these cities just to explore the city, knowing that their WrestleMania is there. They could always pull up to, like we did, a Top Golf and watch WrestleMania. You know, have a couple drinks, do that, whatever. You can't do that shit now with 50-mile radius. You're going to have to go to the Bunny Ranch and go watch that shit there in Reno. You know what I mean? Or shit, pretty much drive the 4 hours to LA and watch that bitch there. So, like,
it's blacked out if you about 50 minutes close to the Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, so I'm not doing that. I mean, you got people also, I know a couple people that will get there and watch the ticket prices drop. But here's some research that I did. The cheapest ticket, nosebleed, the cheapest nosebleed ticket right now as of today, per night 1 and night 2 is $735. You know how many pair of J's? You know how many bottles I can get with that?
That's at least 4 pair of J's. If you talking about they like 135 to 150, 150 with tax, as old boy said, he got game.
Nigga, I wear a size 12. That motherfuckers ain't no under $200.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that's 210. That's
210. Yeah, that's kids.
As somebody who wears a 10 and a half. As somebody who wears a 10 and a half, I understand that feeling. Look.
Yeah. As I get those 10s this weekend. All right. So
all right, Johnny Kilroy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's they're making it now fun, and unfortunately, Mr. Redacted decided to he decided to, when he made it WrestleMania, any other show that he did, he made it fan friendly. You know what I'm saying? He made sure that people that showed up, he made sure that people can bring their kids, their wives, their grandkids, their nephews. You know what I'm saying? Like me and you, our grandfathers brought us, our dads brought us, whatever. So at this point, TKO don't understand. They're trying to treat it like it's UFC. You know how UFC was when they first got the bitch and when they was first on ESPN and then $69.99 pay-per-view. This ain't WWE, Cody. It ain't the same. I hope somebody realized that shit.
Yeah, and the thing about it that is a little weird to me is that I get them launching it with Punk versus Roman, right? Off the rip, you know that's happening night 2, right?
Yeah.
But I think they hit a sweet spot when they had the end of Mania 38 going into Mania 39, because you knew 2 things were for certain. Cody Rhodes is back, and they made that man look like $1 million. And he coming to get Roman in some form of fashion.
Right.
40, it was Empire Strikes Back, Avengers Endgame, et cetera, right? Last year, it was literally leading up to, okay, this is John Cena's final WrestleMania. What's going to happen? We got to fill in the blanks. And now with this,
I have so many thoughts about that, but I'll let you speak.
Now with this, you know what I'm saying? And we can get into it. I think that for this particular situation with Mania, and the fact that the night after the Rumble, they're like, okay, we got this first. Do you, and I'm going to leave this to you in terms of a question. Do you think that they need a storyline to carry them throughout the year, or like the hint of a story in order to drive tickets and make be like, yo, we got to go to Mania to go see this?
I feel like that's been the thing as of late. You spoke upon Cody coming back, and and from 38, 39, he's going after Roman. They did the same thing, and they did the same thing from 39 to 40, because when he lost, he said, "I'm coming back for that bitch." But in the interim, when from 38 to 39, they planted the seeds for the end of the bloodline. Therefore, you got KO, Sammy versus the Usos. 39 up until 40, you start planting the seeds of what does it look like for Cody to win, and then Solo defecting from the bloodline. So that's been the trend as of late. What that looks like now, I mean, they've been planting that seed. They've been planting that seed with the War Games with Punk and Roman up until now. So that's been there, but that's been the focal point on one major storyline. I kind of think that when it comes to Bianca, Jade, and Naomi, or Bianca and Jade specifically, they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, but there's a historical context to all this, right? As long as you and I have been watching wrestling, there's a historical context. Beginning with WrestleMania 2 going to WrestleMania 3. The reason why I say that is this. Because WrestleMania 2 going to 3, it was literally, old hot dog man beat up King Kong Bundy in the cage after, you know what I'm saying, they broke that man ribs on Saturday Night's Main Event, right?
Yeah.
However, you know what I'm saying, going to Mania 3, must say, we gonna give this dude a big trophy for being WWE champion for 4 years. Meanwhile, the dude has been undefeated for 15 years, get a tinier trophy, and here come Bobby Heenan instigating, right? So then now it's like, oh no, I want a title shot, brother. Like I ain't lost. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Which then leads into Mania 4, which is the tournament. Thanks
Mania
to the main event. Mania, say Macho Man wins. Mania 5.
The Mega Powers collide.
Mega Powers explode. Mania 6. It is okay.
Warrior Hogan.
We got somebody that's say dang at the Mania 5. Like, oh wait a second, no, they people love us. Wait a second, I think we got something.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on. So you had anticipation. I don't think this Mania has anticipation. I even say that because knowing full well we got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk in a one-on-one match for like the first real time for them at the top of their game.
So let me ask you this at this point, and I texted you earlier today, and you didn't know the question I was going to ask you. Meanwhile, I was already setting my list, and I present the question to you: what is your Mania 42 card prediction as to what you want to see and what makes sense?
Okay, so we already got Roman versus Punk. Now, had people been fully healthy, I would have wanted Roman versus Seth. Close that chapter off, and then had Cody go face CM Punk.
Okay,
that's would have been my ideal Mania build right there. Right, that two main events, night 1, night 2 are done right there. I would like to have seen Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Even though I feel like they may do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm marking off the ones that I'm agreeing with you.
All right. Even though I think they may say that for a SummerSlam type deal because it's in Minneapolis this year.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. I think that you should get a United States title match, but it wouldn't be. Yeah. You get a United States title match. Carmelo Hayes. Javon Evans jumps over from Monday Night Raw to challenge for that belt.
But that's theoretic at this point. What do you think right now?
I know. I mean, you think if I had the book, what would I do? But what do I foresee them? What do I foresee them doing? Okay, so I think it's going to be a triple threat between Cody, Jacob versus Drew. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that after we get Punk versus Finn Balor at Elimination Chamber Chicago, because you can't tell me y'all having a PLE in Chicago and CM Punk ain't wrestling.
Right.
You're going to get shenanigans to ensue, leading to Finn Balor losing, but is losing because Dom Mysterio ain't come help. So you're getting Dom Mysterio versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental title. You are going to likely get the original El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano in a mass versus mass match.
Okay.
You are going to get Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer for the women's world title.
Okay.
You are going to get. I'm right now. I'm writing off Bianca Belair from being at WrestleMania because we still have no clue about that injury. And at least we got like a promo or something as a tease. So I am going to say we are getting Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill for the women's title for the WWE Women's title at WrestleMania.
Okay.
I think we are getting Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. I think Carmelo Hayes might be defending the United States Championship, but not doing it on actual Mania. Probably doing it on like a Raw,
SmackDown before.
The SmackDown before Mania, but it's going to be in a ladder match against all the people he previously faced in the United States Open Challenge. So that means Rey Fenix. That means Ilya Dragunov. That means Matt Cardona. That means Miz.
Okay, I can see that. I like that.
And tag titles are not being defended at Mania.
No,
they're not being defended.
No, actually, no. I got the tag titles being defended.
Which ones? The Raws or the SmackDown?
Who has the SmackDowns? Can't remember.
The MFTs.
Yeah, them motherfuckers ain't defending them joints. Yeah, the Raw ones.
It told you the Raw ones. It's gonna be the Raw ones. Okay. Yeah. And Gunther has to do something, but I'm not sure whose career he's gonna try and kill. So I think he's gonna go after Randy Orton. So I think it's gonna be Gunther versus Randy Orton in WrestleMania.
Okay.
The other thought was AJ Styles, but I'm like, the only reason why I have that little card in the back of my hand is because AJ didn't put them gloves away.
Okay.
So yeah, I would have thought and hoped that it would have been Raquel Rodriguez involved somehow, some way, because she's doing excellent work. But Roxanne Perez is apparently injured. Well, get well soon type things. And I think it is going to be, now that Braun Breaker's injured, it is likely going to be LA Knight versus Logan Paul. Again.
I can see that, yeah. I didn't think about that one, but I can see that.
They're gonna run that back like they did SummerSlam. So I don't think that LA Knight is going to be challenging for a major world title at the Showcase of the Immortals. Yeah, that's my main card. That's why I can be stretched out for 2 nights.
All right. So Roman Punk, of course, and I'll give you the ones first that I agree with you. Roman Punk, of course, Liv and Steph, the Grande Americanos, Dom and Finn, Ova versus Brock. Now, I see something with Trick and Randy. Something with Trick and Randy.
Okay, I like that.
I got Trick versus Randy. As far as Seth Rollins is concerned, I think Braun Breaker will be back before that. I think it's going to be Seth. There's something with nigga with the shiesty and the black hoodie.
They have such a shiesty and black jacket budget. I think they just buy them shits in bulk from Amazon, dog.
Yeah, they got to. So I still think that it's going to be Seth versus Braun. I mean, you forgot one dominant person who has performed on Mania, Becky Lynch. I feel like she wins or cheats in Chicago, and she goes up against the league again at Mania. She runs that bitch. They run that bitch back. You went back to the Raw Tag Team Championships with the Usos. I kind of feel like it's Usos in the Vision. Bronson and not LA name, but what the little skinhead dude name?
Austin Theory.
Yeah, Austin Theory, that man. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be the Vision and the Usos. Makes sense to me. As far as I think that the women's tag team titles get defended, Rio versus Charlotte and Alexa, Kabuki Warriors, and the Bellas. Only because the Bellas created that started that boring ass promo last weekend. I wanted to save these three for last on purpose because you mentioned Cody, Drew, and Jacob. I kind of feel like because you can't leave somebody specifically out, and the way Cody and Jacob have been moving, I feel like it's Cody and Jacob at Mania. Because what's the purpose of Cody challenging for the title again? That's just boring as fuck. Who gives a shit? Nobody wants to see it. So you give it to him and Jacob. So I'm still gonna stick with from the day after Mania last year. Sammy, Reginald, Zayn wins the Elimination Chamber and beats Drew at Mania. But I got a sneaky one for you. You said Gunther's doing something. Who did Gunther choke out last week?
Dragon Lee.
And who's Dragon Lee's mentor?
AJ Styles.
No.
Oh, Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
So here's my thing with that. Here's my thing with that. My ideal retire Rey Mysterio scenario involves Dominic Mysterio versus his father in a hair versus mask / career match.
I like that.
I want it to be, but they got to build it.
You got to keep going on that career build, that career killer thing. Randy ain't retiring no time soon, so it has to be Rey. It has to be Rey.
Right.
It has to be Rey.
Also, that's one of them situations where you're like, okay, he got no shot whatsoever.
Yeah, that's it. He might come out with POD singing Booyaka with the headpiece and all that shit again for his last match, man.
So no, I like that. I see we were in
but also too, I agree with you as far as Bianca not showing up, not being against Jade at Mania. I feel like Tiffy wins the Elimination Chamber, and I think Bianca shows up at Mania. She does a run in that Mania. That's gonna be one of the biggest fucking pops you ever seen in your damn life. That's it.
Considering the fact that last time that's it. Yeah, that's it. That real quick before we get to like the homies getting trials and shit, do you want to talk about Carmelo Hayes and his U.S. Open Challenge situation?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right. So real quick. While I love Carmelo Hayes as champion and him doing his damnedest to prove he's wrestler of the year, I'm tired of the Open Challenge. And the reason why I'm tired of the Open Challenge is because you've now reduced the United States title to being the television title. You've now reduced it to being a title that you like. If you hear, you defending that. Like, there's no feud over the title. It's just like, yo, you go out there and have a match. That is not a show of his full skill set, his full potential, and how he can carry a feud over that belt. And that is something that really, really irks me. Flat out. Like, I think that Carmelo Hayes, I'm not saying he's bigger than the title, and I think that he's getting over even more with the title, but he can do more than just have to wrestle. Like, if this is going to sound bad as hell, I know it. They're making the United States title feel like, oh, you'd be better off doing shit in AEW if you just want to wrestle.
So I have a few points on that. Carmelo Hayes had his best matches in NXT. Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, Trick Williams. right? And those were built upon feud stories getting told, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I agree with you that the open challenge is getting stale. Like John Cena did that shit. We loved it. We fucking loved it. We loved it when he did it. But you run that shit back to back. Now here's my thing. Here's another idea. In the era of Roman Reigns has held the heavyweight title. He's number 3 on that list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the Intercontinental title list, Gunther's number 1, right?
Yep.
On the tag team titles, they made sure that you knew that the New Day was number 1, and then they made sure that you knew that uh the Usos were number 1 after that, right?
Right.
What the fuck does that look like for the U.S. title? Can you say that for the U.S. title, who's been the longest reigning U.S. title for whatever? Because as far back as I can remember, Lex Luger had that bitch forever.
The answer is Jon Moxley, ironically enough.
But I don't care about that. That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. Like Jon Moxley, the answer to that question.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody gives a shit about that. But you have an opportunity to let him run some storylines, retire niggas jerseys in the rafters, like Undertaker was doing the caskets with the street. You got something big with that. Why not? Why not? That's what they need to do. I don't understand why they running that open challenge shit back. And it's going to be a big surprise. It wouldn't surprise me if he's not on the Mania show, like you said.
Yeah.
When he well enough deserves that, at least that. Because he's been cooking on SmackDown.
Absolutely. By the way, the for under the WWE banner, Dean Ambrose has that record at 351 days. Lex Luger held that bitch dinner in 600 days. Also, did not realize while doing the quick research on this, Ric Flair has had that belt 5 fucking times.
Yeah, I know.
That is facts.
Yeah, I know.
That is facts. If you there since 99, yeah, you know some shit. You know some shit. Well, shout out to Jermaine. Again, we said last night, Jermaine be showing up for everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Susio Sports. Great episode last night, by the way.
Yeah, 6 minutes. 6 minutes. He'll have one screen on our podcast, and he'll have another screen on Black Wrestling. Guarantee.
And he'll probably have an idea what happened to Nancy Guthrie. I'm kidding. I'm absolutely kidding about that last part. I'm kidding about that last part. Jermaine says the open challenge is dope. You should run one in Mania, have it be a surprise with NXT or TNA. Okay.
I like that. I like that idea. I just don't know who's. You got to get a big pop of it, a big pop out of that entrant, and then you have to make sure that nigga can wrestle.
Yeah, because he's already gone up against Leon Slater. He did when they over the pond. He did that one. Moose ain't gonna get you that pop. La Parka, if you're going AAA.
They give that motherfucker. If they give Mr. Geico the Gecko, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Mr. Iguana, not gonna be.
Yeah, that nigga ain't doing it.
So
you gotta find somebody. You gotta find somebody that's gonna get you a reaction of that shit.
Facts. Somebody out there.
Look, I told you.
Good God.
That man got 4. I thought I was bad. I got 3. I got 4 monitors. Actually, in my basement, I got 5 screens.
Damn. Just damn.
Yo, Jermaine got one lazy eye. That joint just wanted to eat screen.
You saying he Biggie, dog?
Hey, don't talk about that man like that. Don't do that.
You said he got a lazy. You said it.
I ain't calling Biggie though.
You said that shit. You said it. Anyway. Anywho.
Whatever.
Again, we just want best. We just want better, man. Like if you want held the title, have a feud for that bitch, man. Have it bring back blood feuds. You know what I'm saying? Bring back real beef. And I ain't talking about dudes in a shiesty and a champion hoodie. Just bring back real beef. Bring that back.
Hey yo. I feel you. I feel you.
Big,
I feel
big,
you.
big.
If don't
I
nobody
do
else
as
feel
well.
you, I feel you.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. Yeah. Where was where was I going next?
In other news, the homies got some
Yeah,
tryouts, buddy.
yeah. So it came revealed today. Shout out to Promise Braxton.
Yes,
Booker
sir.
T basically put a stamp on her 3 years ago back when she was in reality wrestling. Shout out to Nikki Blackheart, who was our rookie of the year last
Yes,
year.
sir.
So both of those young ladies are getting trials for the WWE. And if we know anything about pro wrestling in the last 2 years, three even, if you are a talented woman, especially if you're a talented woman of color, and they see that light on you, chances are you're gonna be packing your bags and moving down to Florida and setting up shop in NXT.
As you should get money.
Yeah. We've seen it happen through the NIL program, and now we've seen two women who have busted their ass on the indies, and it is absolutely beautiful that they're getting this moment. Also shout out to My World and Juan for getting that bag over there in AEW because they've also busted their ass, whether it be New Texas Pro, Dallas, Athena's promotion that she got running up there.
Oh yeah, the MPX, yes sir.
Yes. Um,
But let's talk about Nikki Blackheart for a second because the reason she got our rookie of the year was because she just pulled up at a certain point and we just saw her out the blue posting on social media. You know what I mean? And this is actually, to be fair, like probably a little bit maybe before or after Mania. And
mhm.
now she been hitting the indies, she putting on good matches, doing the work, showing up, stuff. So salute to her for real, because like that fast is well deserved. She did what she was supposed to do. Um,
Absolutely.
okay, so we said we are gonna talk about AEW. So let's talk about for real, how like I feel like my man Tommaso Ciampa had a girlfriend last week and then lost his girlfriend this week. Like she dumped him for another nigga.
Duh. So I don't know when this turned into a Tommaso Ciampa podcast. I really don't know how this happened. But we
I
went
mean,
from 1 week giving him his flowers from stepping away from WWE, the next week giving him his flowers again for showing up at AEW and getting proper recognition as a psycho killer. Then he goes out, has a banger of a match with Mark Briscoe to win the TNT title in his first official match in the company. Then he gets to a triple threat with Roddy Strong and Claudio Castagnoli for a full blown, hey, I used to work in Ring of Honor. You used to work in Ring of Honor. Let's go ahead and scrap.
yep, absolutely.
And then he loses the TNT title to Kyle Fletcher in a great match. But word, I get the hot shotting aspect because Kyle Fletcher is from Australia. He is an Aussie, and he will be going to Australia for Grand Slam this weekend as TNT champion. Won the Heroes Welcome. And I just want to say this here now. Everybody over there can have a banger, but it makes no sense to take that belt off of that man, dog. Like, does Kyle Fletcher really need a hero's
That was
welcome in
that was.
Australia?
I mean, that's what they do though. That's what they do. For the same reason that CM Punk, when he was in that company, they made sure he had a hell of a match. What are we doing? I mean, it's to be expected. That's usually how it is.
I just, you know, you know, now now Tommaso Ciampa just gets to have dream matches with random people because for a second there, it looked like they validated the idea of the signing, and now it more looks like, oh, we did this to just get a big pop for Collision.
For, I get it, but
Not even your A show for Collision.
I get it because it's a thing where you just trying. I would do that for a minor show. Can you imagine what was that? What was the show? Shotgun Saturday Night. You might do some shit on Shotgun Saturday Night for WWF at the time. That will boost ratings. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I get it. So I mean, he about to have some bangers of a match. I mean, I'm just happy he there and not wasting his talent elsewhere. But as long as he don't go on a podcast and stuff and talk about, you know what I'm saying, how much they wasted his talent, I'm cool with that.
We said this last night. I was talking to Jermaine. Like, if you feel a type of way, cool, but don't make this your whole gimmick. You feeling the type of way. Speaking of newness in AEW, we have a new AEW Women's Champion. Thekla beat Chris Statlander in the strap match. Again, I may not be the biggest of Chris Statlander fans, but I will say that she carried it and did the damnedest with that AEW Women's title. And I think that by a trade-off of Thekla and her merry band of like Dothy evil chicks having a belt and the Babes of Wrath having a title, but also having to deal with, you know what I'm saying, the fact that they homie no longer is champion. Now you're in a little fun little situation, fun little predicament. Again, do I think Willow should be AEW Women's World Champion eventually? Hell yeah. Do I think that we're gonna figure out somehow, some way?
Patience.
I know. I said yeah, but give it time because again, she's currently TBS champion and she's holding it down. She's a double champion.
You still got to give it to Mercedes first.
All right, you know what?
Gotta give it to Mercedes
How do you build a Mercedes versus Thekla match for the AEW Women's World Championship? How do you get there?
Beat that bitch ass. That's simple. That's simple. Beat that bitch ass.
That is one way to do it. This is the simplest way.
I mean, yeah, AEW is pretty good at building storylines. For certain, not all, certain titles. For the majority, I feel like they're probably better than WWE as far as building storylines for majority of their titles. You know, so I think it can be a thing where they work it up because you got Mania coming up for WWE, but what's the one in May? Is that Double or Nothing in Vegas that they usually have?
That's in May. Yep, Revolution
that's in May. So
coming up.
Yeah, but Revolution's coming up. But you know, Double or Nothing is their big one. They got Double or Nothing, and what's the other one? All Out in September. So that's pretty much their Mania.
Yeah, and all right, and All In literally just got announced back for Wembley this year. That just broke while we started recording.
So the thing is, like, you just patience. Thekla, I wasn't a fan of Chris Statlander winning the title anyway. Like for real, they should just kept that bitch on my girl Toni Storm. Let Timeless rock that shit out. I'm cool with that. So let's talk about. I know you got the list already, but let's talk about these AEW Grand Slam predictions.
AEW Grand Slam. It is this weekend. People thought Brody King got took off of TV last night because he rocks with abolishing ICE, and he is also the reason why they had that amazing chant last week in Vegas. But again, what AEW does is when they have these particular type of events in between PLEs, pay-per-views, I should say, rather, because that's what their branding is. They usually go all out, right? And no pun intended there. I think that it's a strong card, 6 matches, which is thank God it's 6 in its own regular television. That's why it's 6. But I see. Look, if this were a spades hand, I got 5 heaters and a possible. I got five books and a possible, dog. We got Orange Cassidy and Toni Storm versus Death Riders, which is this match. It is a mixed tornado tag match with Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir on the other side, and the loser, whoever gets pinned, got to say their head bald. That's one, right?
Toni Storm not shaving her head.
Okay. Second match. So we both agree that Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm winning that. Okay. Next match, which is one of my 5 books, Hangman Adam Page versus Andrade El Idolo, in a number 1 contenders match, where the winner is going to face the winner of MJF versus Brody King at Revolution for the AEW World Title, men's title, I should say.
You said who?
Hangman Adam Page versus Andrade El Idolo.
Why are we even asking that question? Why are you asking that question?
Look, man, Andrade been cooking. That's why we got to ask the question.
No, Hangman.
Okay. Okay. Again, given that AEW does weird dynamics with their face and heel situation, I don't know if it would be a solid situation to see Andrade versus MJF. It would be a shock to be like, okay, we're giving you Brody King versus Andrade as the main event on a pay-per-view. That's different. That's new. But
Yeah.
I think we're going to get Hangman versus MJF. They've been feuding.
Yeah, they've been talking about it.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to get.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Hangman winning that one. Cardi. Another book that I like, Jon Moxley versus Kazuchika Takeshita, the AEW Continental title.
I think this is the turning point for Takeshita getting out the Don Callis family. Just the turning point. Somebody gonna fuck that shit up. So I'm going with Moxley.
I think Moxley too. By the way, they still ain't explained why the Death Riders are baby faces all of a sudden now. I don't get it.
What?
Like things.
Why is Jadakiss as hard as it gets? I don't know.
Why Denzel had to be crooked when he took it? I don't know. I don't
you
know.
See what I'm saying?
I just don't know. I wish I did. I don't. But no. Eventually, this has to lead to catch the leaving the Don Callis family, as you said, and we finally getting that one-on-one, him versus Okada. No shenanigans whatsoever. Y'all just go for that goddamn belt that Okada has. Reason why I say that is because Okada is known to go half speed for a lot of people. He don't be going half speed when it comes to Takeshita. He don't be going half speed when it comes to Tanahashi. He don't go for it when it comes to Jon Moxley. Like there's certain ones he respects over there. I think if he would have went to the other place, it'd been a different story, but that's neither here nor there. He wanted a relaxed schedule. Next match, the Babes of Wrath. We just spoke about them. Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale making one of the early defenses of their AEW Women's Tag Titles versus Mega Bad, aka Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. I think the Babes of Wrath keep these belts. I think that Megan Bayne is a superstar on top of superstar, and it's only a matter of time before they finally say, all right, here is the title. You go do what you got to do. But again, I think right now, because the way it's building, you're not going to just have one stable have all the belts 1 week, and then the heels now have all the belts the next week. I don't think that's the problem going to be the case. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Willow getting the pin, people in Australia being happy with the decision, and it's going to go from there.
You said Megan Bayne. Who else, man?
Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford versus the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron, and Willow Nightingale.
I want Willow to win.
Also as well.
But I know what I want Willow to win.
Also as well. All right. So, semi-main event here. Kyle Fletcher, Mark Briscoe in a ladder match for the TNT title. I don't see why this couldn't be Tommaso Ciampa versus Martin Briscoe running it back for one more again. But that's neither here nor there. We got Kyle Fletcher in this moment, and we'll see what's about to come out of it. D, I believe that Kyle Fletcher is going to retain this title. I just do. I just do. And the reason why I think he's going to retain this title is real simple. Really, really simple. Is because unlike a previous regime in pro wrestling, if you are coming back to your home state, home city, home country, and it's your first time coming back, you're not losing that.
No, you ain't losing that at all. At all. It don't make sense. Not at all.
No.
So then that means Brody and MJF. As much as I love Brody, Brody's one of my favorite wrestlers, like currently wrestling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brody has one of the best finishers of it. That Gonzo bomb is crazy, but he's not being MJF. He's not being MJF.
Nah, he's not. He's not. Like, if he does beat MJF, then I do mean really, really think that they are doing their best to hot shot that belt as much as they possibly can, and not have anything like really truly stick, because they don't know what they want to do.
If they give that belt to Brody King, you definitely know for a fact that he ain't gonna be on TV no more. Warner Brothers gonna say, "Fuck this thing." Like dead eyes.
Mind you, this is also why people believe that he was taken off the air just because
it wasn't. It wasn't. Like the man was just one scheduled. That's all. Anytime you have WB actually putting out there, like, yeah, we didn't do that. He was just one scheduled to be there. That's all. Don't believe what Jermaine say. What Jermaine say last night. Don't believe everything you read. Check your sources.
Don't believe everything you hear. Check your sources. And wash your ass.
There you go. First episode.
Real quick, was this part of your hater slash hero of the week? Of the person I'm about to bring up? All right. So Big E officially put the kibosh on all those, hey, let him go run back and be in the Rumble and all that. Big E retired. He retires as one of 5 Black WWE champions all time.
Amen to that shit.
He retires as one of the most decorated tag team champions of all time. He retires
Amen to that shit.
One of the flat out most entertaining people in pro wrestling.
Amen to that shit.
He's given us quotables. He's given us the now iconic line of big meaty men slapping meat. No, bumping meat. My apologies. Let me get it right.
I'm not hitting that button on that
one. But in all sincerity, we're talking about a dude who came into the business with football injuries first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like knees, shoulders, all of that. And the fact that he got a decade and some change out of it, that's special. That's special. So we gotta just respect the fact that Big E gave us what he could give us. And he's walking away. He has his health, he has his full faculties, you know what I'm saying? He ain't fully broke down. I must say he engaged to a great woman. I hope that the brunch comes back with him and Andreas.
We're gonna be there.
It might be somewhere in the States that's not Vegas, or heck, next year it's like, oh, we ain't all going to Saudi, but dang, he can't be there because technically it's his brunch.
You gotta join the Florida. Good shit.
True.
Oh, where's fiance from? Bring that bitch up here to DC.
Yeah, there's that. But D, what are your thoughts on the career of Big E and what he gave us in terms of pro wrestling?
If you look at some of the greatest NXT champions, you have Shinsuke Nakamura, you look at
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Roode, you look at Seth Rollins, you look at Kevin Owens. But for me, the one that stands out the most is Big E with the 5 count. Like anytime, I ain't never seen nobody pin a nigga and count that bitch 2 more times to 5. And all jokes aside, like that was something different. But then when you transition into the main roster, you're a part of one of the biggest pops ever from a cash in from Money in the Bank with Dolph Ziggler. And
Mm-hmm.
then you form the New Day. And folks ain't know what the New Day looked like at all. And they didn't know they booted a lot because it was just a gospel group, this, that, and the other. But when they start getting momentum, it was a thing where like that whatever city, that intro is something that is monumental that you can't replicate. So for me, um, I respect that man, and it got cut short, unfortunately. But the thing is, you are right after Kofi. You're another black man getting a heavyweight title, and you
Mm-hmm.
made the best of it. It's unfortunate how you ended the injury, how you ended your career with the injury. But the problem is, a lot of people don't know how to recover from that. And he did. You see him on a pre-show. You see him on
Yep.
a post. He tweets. He say he's still around and he has his health. So yeah, respect to that man. You ain't even 40 yet, brother. Like, live, you ain't got kids yet, and that's half the battle right there. So enjoy your fiance, enjoy your family in the future, live your life and have fun. You lived your dream.
That he did. And also, he is part of the first and to date only instance where a black man took the pin for another black man to be WWE champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, D, I think you might have to let Ice T in the building right quick fast. Just let him hot step in like he Dion in '94 right quick fast.
Hey, yo,
You know why?
you out.
And you know why?
Hey.
That's right. It's
You
time for
out.
Hater/Hero of the Week. It's a segment where me and D get some things off our chest about the things going on in the world. It don't have to be anything about pro wrestling. It could be, saluting somebody who's done great. It could be, hey man, calling somebody on their bullshit. We had some options. I know I had a few, but I think I have my one. I have my one. My hater of the week, and this ain't even really a big deal, but if you live in Houston, you understand it. So the Houston Texans are moving their HQ from the centralized location of NRG Stadium / where their practice bubble is, and they're about to go build their own version of the Star in Frisco with the Cowboys do all their business in an area called Bridgeland. Now, the
Why?
situation, it's about, they're putting $34 billion into it. It's going to job creation, all that, right? I need people to look on a map. Matter of fact, I'll do it for you. I will show you the distance between Houston and Bridgeland. And what in the actually, and I got a secondary one. Give me a second, because now I just got a secondary one, which is crazy.
So so Bridgeland is there something close to it, like a major city in Texas close to outside of Houston?
My mother-in-law's up there. It's Cypress.
Oh, well, y'all got married.
No. We got married out in Conroe, but yeah, about that, about up there. It's far.
Oh, oh, that shit far as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I remember the Uber going from my hotel to the locker room was ass.
So, all right, I'm about to I'm about to do this really quick fast. Is Bridgeland is a planned community in Cypress. And I want people to understand that Houston is big as hell because of the suburbs that are connected to
Right.
Houston.
Right.
If I were to say, yo, I'm gonna go be on the north side, I need you to understand, like, that's not a fun situation for nobody at all. So right now, as we speak, it is a 45-minute drive from NRG Stadium to Bridgeland to Cypress, basically.
Oh, nigga, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing.
It's not crazy, right? However, this is them trying to do their variant to the star. And I get it, but also this is me telling you it's 45 minutes without Houston traffic. And it's gonna be an hour to change, right? I think that it's an interesting idea that, hey, we gonna move a little bit out the city. And it also says, hey, you got fans on the north side of town. They're happy because there's a shorter drive for them to go see the Texans during preseason and all that.
Absolutely.
If you're on the south side, then you got some issue with it because, you know what I'm saying, you only go up that way for specific reasons. You don't just go up there to kick it. So yeah, secondarily, my secondary hater of the week is the Houston Independent School District.
Oh shit.
Now, I'm not a product of HISD schools. I am a product of Fort Bend ISD schools out here in Mo City and etc. Tonight, the district announced they were closing 12 schools. 12. Starting next year. They closing 12 schools, right? No transparency whatsoever. They just doing the shit. And the crazy part about it is they didn't even tell student parents what schools are being closed. They sent a letter and just said, hey, we closed 12 schools. Mind you, the district was taken over by the state not too long ago, right? And if you know anything about the state of Texas, the state has been run by one political party since WrestleMania 9. That's how I can phrase it for you. No, I take that back. WrestleMania 10. 1994. Ann Richards was the last Democratic governor in the state of Texas. It has been one party and one rule since 1994. 32 years. And people keep saying, oh, we're going to take the state back. Take it back from what, dog? An entire generation has been raised under one particular thing. And with this happening, I feel for the students and the parents because where the heck they going to go? It's already bad enough that HISD, one of the largest school districts in the country, is getting a bad enough rap because of what's going on. And now you're doing this? Foul. At least let them parents know what schools you close. Instead of saying, oh, we just going to close 12 schools. Y'all, we will let you know their correspondence when we're going to inform you what schools will be closed. Some bullshit. D, who is your hater or hero of the week?
I didn't have a heroes as of late. So his name is Malachi Jeffers. You may know him as Jay Malachi or Javon Evans. Oh, let me just put it to you plain and simple. That goddamn OG Cutter on Monday Night Raw. That bitch, listen.
Hey.
Listen. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, people don't realize with athleticism, you have to be very precise. And the way I looked at it, like when they slowed it down twice. The man Corey Graves said, I need to see that bitch again. He saw it again. If you pay attention to Javon Evans' eyes, like he's focusing the whole time. Like he ain't worried about landing. He ain't worried about jumping. He ain't worried about grabbing. Like he's focusing on that cutter. And to be real, they need to take WWE 2K26 and take that bitch back to add that motherfucker in there. Like for real. For real. Because that shit was something totally different. My hero of the week is Malachi Jeffers, aka Jay Malachi. We all know him as Javon Evans. And that boy is bouncy.
Brother, they need to mocap that. Yeah, as you said, they need to mocap that into WWE 2K26 like ASAP. ASAPly. Secondly, everybody mad trying to figure out like, oh, where was I don't know if that was Rayo or Bravo that made the leap to take the bump. What was he jumping
Okay.
into? Well, that's because the original Grande Americano rolled away a little too early, but he rolled away to set it all up, right? If you gonna nitpick, I think you and I are in this for the wrong reasons. If you get a nitpick, especially a spot like that, Doc, I want you to know
My thought
if they still
my thought process is you can't do it, shut the fuck up.
that too, if they still had posters like you know what I'm saying like the Michael Jordan like posters you used to get in the NBA Inside Stuff book with the
Yeah.
magazine.
Yeah.
If WWE magazine was still a thing, they'd have a fold out of Javon Evans hitting that cutter.
Oh yeah, for
Cameraman,
sure.
hey, Lee Fitting. I know you get some shit for what you do, but Doc, you going to pan out and getting a drone shot to get that boy. That's how you do
You had
TV. That's how you do
you,
TV.
you have some monumental moments. You have a Adam Cole on Ricochet super kick flip. You have a
Mm-hmm.
Randy Orton. Who's that? Randy and
Evan Bourne.
Shelton. Yes, Evan Bourne. You
Oh,
have a
Shelton is
Shelton's
HBK.
HBK. Yes, you have those moments where you, or even Seth and Randy at Mania 32. Is that 32?
31. Yeah, 31.
31. You that was a moment that you can't do nothing with. So therefore, yes, Malachi Jeffers. Salute to you, young fella.
Hey man, you are in the highlights for years to come. And on that
Yes,
note,
indeed.
that is tonight's episode of 2DopeMarks. We are here every Thursday, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, on demand on Fridays. So you can catch this episode. If you missed it live, you can listen to it on your way, wherever you get your fine podcast. We are back next week, 3 episodes, 2 Black History Creator episodes. We will reveal the guests the day Tuesday. We will reveal the guests on Tuesday. Monday is President's Day. If you are off, enjoy the day off. I will be hopefully I will be saluting Michael 5,000 watts at his homegoing service.
Mm.
Yeah. Follow 2DopeMarks on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, etc., at 2DopeMarks. Hit the subscribe button, run them numbers up, man. We keep growing every single week. And cop the merch, 2dopemarks.com. We will be updating the site and updating the merch. And eventually we there will be a makeover a little bit to to show that season 2 of 2DopeMarks is really about some real shit. So yeah. D, you got anything you want to plug?
Man, listen, no one like D on all your platforms. And buy the merch, man. Like, buy the merch. We about to do some things with that. Hmm. And you know what? Guess what? Happy Black History Month, brother.
Yeah, happy Black History Month to you too, my brother. Also, real quick, let's go ahead and plug this. If you missed any of our Black History creative episodes with Math, Fam, Cal of Black Wrestling, if you missed our interview with Cameron Hawkins, aka Seahawk, if you missed our interview with Jermaine, they're all on YouTube. They're all part of our bonus section for our podcast channel. on Apple and Spotify. So tune in, learn something about them brothers, learn something about the creators that are making this thing go, that keep us entertained. Right now, you can tap in to watch Black Wrestling, and who knows what they're talking about right now before they get into the actual show. Because last week I thought it was about cereal, and then it took a hard left before the show truly started.
That wasn't about cereal, bro.
That was about they was talking about groceries. They were talking about groceries. I do recall that. And then
the word groceries and something else goes. You know what? Do you think?
Yeah. Go watch. Yeah. Tune in to Black Wrestling after us. Tune in to Public Enemies. You know what I'm saying? Multi-screen it like you, Jermaine. And we will see y'all Tuesday. D, say something nice to the people.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey. Real quick, fellas, ladies. Get putting that you know what type of 54 leg lock this weekend.
Hey, guess what? If on Sunday and the housekeepers at the hotels is still cleaning up after 2 p.m., your man did his thing. What?
Nothing, because then nothing. You didn't do nothing, because then I'm like, here's another thing you have to figure out. This year, you are free to do whatever, because Valentine's Day is on a Saturday. Next year, you got some thinking to do. You better start doing that on Friday and Saturday, because Valentine's Day next year falls on the
so here's the best part. Valentine's Day next year, well, it ain't the best part, but the side chick Valentine's Day gonna be on Friday and Saturday, so that's a good thing. Maybe Monday, but you know what?
Also, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Krispy Kreme doing some donut giveaways. Y'all go get y'all sweet tooth on.
Hey, or be a donut or toast true, whatever.
You know what? Hey, we'll see y'all next week, dog. He wildin'. I'll let y'all.